Hey, welcome to the Dogfather's Barbecue YouTube channel. I'm the Dogfather. If you're new here, consider clicking on that logo down there in the corner, guys, and subscribe to my channel. If you've already done that, you're a part of what I call the Dog Pound. Hey, Dog Pound, what's cracking? So today, I'm going to go over a recipe that I did a couple of days ago for Mother's Day. You know, it's always a special time when we get to celebrate our mothers, right? So around here, my wife, who's a fantastic mother, and also my quality control department, you've probably seen her in another video, she loves biscuits and gravy. So I did my little Dogfather twist on it, and I created what I call my Briscuits and gravy. See what I did there? Brisket, gravy. All right, so anyway, we did our little briskets and gravy, guys, and so I'm going to show you guys how to do it. It's a very simple and fast recipe to do. Goes by like that. So hey, you guys sit back, relax, check this video out. Let's get into some briskets and gravy on the Dogfather's Barbecue channel. You ready? Let's get it. Briskets, gravy, get it? So to get this started, we're going to start off with some hot pork sausage. You know, just that regular hot breakfast style sausage that you get from your local grocery store. And we're going to brown it off here. So that's what I've got here on my cast iron skillet. So I'm just going to work it over here and, you know, render the fat out of it. Brown it up. Makes for a great gravy, guys. So next up, I'm going to add in 1 stalk of green onion. So I just went ahead and chopped that up. I'm going to toss it in, and I'm going to continue to brown off this breakfast sausage along with these onions. It just gives another good sharp edge of a flavor to it. So that's why I added it in. That's what I like to do. So next up, I make a little well there in the middle of my sausage, and I'm going to add in, ta-da, bacon fat. Man, you know that's that gold right there. So we got to add in some bacon fat there, and we're just going to melt that down. You know, we pretty much make what we call bacon jam all the time. We buy the packages of bacon ends or whatever and render it down in a crock pot, put it in a big glass mason jar, and we keep it in the refrigerator. And man, we add this bacon fat to just about everything. So that's what I'm going to add in here. So we've got our sausage and we've got our bacon fat. So basically a sausage and bacon gravy is what we're making right now. So we're going to continue to work this down here, guys. And, you know, make sure we get the stuff off the bottom. And then we're going to get ready to thicken it up by adding in our flour. You know how that goes. You know, make kind of that roux type thing to get that gravy started. So I've got probably, I don't know, maybe a couple of tablespoons of flour here that I'm adding in. And we're just going to go ahead and cook this down. And guys, I'm sure you, most of you probably already know, whenever you're making gravy or a roux or anything, and you add flour, you want to make sure you cook that flour down so you get rid of that raw flour kind of taste. So, man, like I said, we're just going to work that into our sausage and bacon there, and we're just going to cook that flour down. Going to make sure we kind of work the bottom of the pan as well. And we'll pick up all the stuff around the edges as we go along. So once we feel like we got that raw flavor out, we're going to add in milk. And, you know, for me, I'm just going to explain how I do gravy, guys. I'm not going to tell you this is the be-all and how to make gravy, but this is how I make my gravy. You know, I add my milk in at this point and I kind of work it around, and the key for me is to always add in more milk than I think I need. You know, I don't care about it being all super liquidy right now because it's going to thicken up. Because you have that roux in there, you know, that flour and the fat together. Man, once you start to get that up to a high simmer or almost a boil, that's when it's going to reach its thickest point. So I'm not worried about it being all super liquidy at first. I'll go ahead and add that milk in there, and I'll kind of keep stirring it around and reduce it down and let it thicken. And you know what, if you want, you can actually add more milk and let it get, you know, runny again and thicken up again. And it just basically, for me, it just kind of intensifies that flavor, you know. So this is a good, you know, country style gravy. And as you can see here, I added more milk and it's even gotten a little more runny, and I just let it thicken up again for me. You know, you can see your bubbles kind of moving around there, and guys, you can see how that thickened up nicely for me. And that's me adding milk in twice. So, you know, maybe it'll work for you. Don't be afraid to add more milk than you think you need. And if you want to do it a couple of cycles of adding milk in and letting it re-thicken, go for it. That's what we absolutely did here. Now at this point, we're going to add in our flavoring or our seasonings. So right there, I just added in about a teaspoon and a half of salt, and I probably added probably about a half a tablespoon of cayenne pepper there, and I'm going to do the same with some black pepper. At this point, we're just gonna, you know, work that seasoning through and let it flavor this gravy, man. And guys, man, pretty much we're there. You know, this sausage and bacon gravy is already made. We're already there. Now we're just flavoring it and getting it to taste. So now that we got it seasoned up, I'm gonna just go ahead and let this rest here to the side. And I got a special treat for you. We're gonna make a mimosa. You know, this is a brunch style meal, so hey, let's have a mimosa. And if you don't know what mimosas are, it's basically champagne, orange juice, and we're gonna add some Cointreau on top of it. So what I've got here is my glass, and I'm adding in some champagne, and the ratio that I'm gonna look for is probably a 3-to-1. Probably 3 parts of champagne to 1 part orange juice here, guys. So that's what I'm gonna do. So we've got our champagne in. We're gonna hit it with this orange juice, that OJ, and then we're gonna float a splash of Cointreau on top of it. That right there, guys, that's a mimosa. Champagne, orange juice, and Cointreau. Great stuff. Get it nice and cold. Man, I'm telling you, it's good on a brunch. Brunch Sunday, go for it. Mimosa, guys. All right, so now we got our mimosa set up. Now it's time for us to go ahead and plate this thing up. So, and I just got some regular store-bought biscuits. I didn't even feel like making my own biscuits from scratch today, so we did it quick and fast. We got some from the grocery store. So we went ahead and baked those things up, and we're basically going to pull them apart and plate them in our dish. Got them laid up there, you know, nice and open, and now we're just going to put that gravy right on top of it, guys. And as you can see, that gravy got nice and thick. You know, that's kind of the way we like it around here. So it's a nice, thick, and rich and hearty gravy, guys. So that's what we got. And there's the star of the show. We got us a slice of that brisket pointing later, right over top. Had some brisket left over, guys, so that's what I did. And went ahead and chopped up some green onions, laid it on top, and just like that, that brunch meal is ready to go. Enjoy the slideshow, guys. Because, man, I'm telling you, this was an awesome little brunch meal here, guys. So until next time, you guys take it easy, and you guys get out there and try this recipe, all right? Dogfather's out. Peace.